Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. What's good? This is episode 180. It's definitely an episode. There's been a lot of there's a lot of articles and debates being like, I don't know if this episode is actually legit an episode, but I'm here to set the record straight. It is. This is an episode of the podcast, and you can't change my mind, no matter how much you try. It's Monday night, man. This is what we do. This is my Monday night. I sit in my little room and I freaking chit chat. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. Quick shout out to the Patreon. This week we are. What are we doing on Patreon this week? We're gonna go through the subreddit. It's gonna be fun. We're also looking at a Country Boy content house, so that'll be interesting. So if you want to support there, the Patreon, that'd be great. Also, we're tickets for the last half of the tour. The dates are being announced pretty soon, and if you want first access to those tickets, Patreon members get it first. And we just launched. Well, this was Shun's idea. We're doing a yearly subscription to the Patreon, and it's discounted too. So if you want to support for a year, just one flat rate for cheaper than you would if you were to just do month by month, then you can do that now. That's an option. And hey, as soon as I started talking, I can feel a canker sore in my mouth. So that's really awesome. I can't wait for that to get worse and worse until I want to fucking rip my mouth off. Because guess if a few days ago I was eating a sandwich that was on like a sub bread, you know? And when you toast those can get pretty hard on top. And guess if I took a bite, guess if I ate the whole thing super quick and then just cut my mouth, and now every time I eat something it hurts so much. Guess if that happens. Guess if that happened to me. It did. So I've been a left side chewer the past few days. Feel like an idiot, man. You ever eat it? Yeah. It's so embarrassing, you know? Also, I tried to fucking go to Starbucks on the way here. And they close at 8, and I got there at 7:59. And yeah, I could have gone in and be like, "Oh, you're still open. Give me your fucking thing." But I don't want to be that guy because I've been that guy before. No, I haven't, but I've worked at Starbucks before, and I've seen that shit, and it's the fucking worst. Also, I forgot to turn my light on, so I'll be right back. Okay, all good. Sorry. I looked at my viewfinder and I was like, "Whoa, I can't." It's dark as shit. What's going on? Yeah, I'm wearing camo pants today. All right, let's get out of the way. Let's all be adults here, okay? Let's laugh it up. Where's Curtis's legs? Wow, he doesn't have any legs. I can't see his legs in this. There's invisible legs or something because he has socks and slippers with no legs. It's hilarious, guys. So funny, okay? And I'm not being sarcastic. That is really funny. Okay, if I see one comment, if I see one comment that says, "Oh, can't see your legs, Curtis," I'll laugh. Okay, I will laugh, but that's only if I see one. Okay, if I see more than one comment, I'm gonna be fuming. I'm gonna be fuming, mate. I'm gonna be fuming. All right, but you know what? Fuck Starbucks. Even when I'm not working for you, you're still letting me down. So that's interesting. That's pretty fucking goddamn impressive, isn't it? Starbucks. But I got Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons he's always got my back. Oh, what's been up? Yo, on the way here, I found this playlist on Spotify, man. It's like music from like teen movies from like the thousands, the early 2000s. What do you call the 2000s? Is that it? The 2010s, the 2000s? Yeah, from the 2000s. Not from the thousands, yeah. The teen movie that came out in the year 1005. Really good. Were there teenagers back then? I honestly don't think there were teenagers in the year 1005. Straight up. I feel like you were either a little boy or an adult. There were no teens back then. Like a medieval teenager? Are you fucking kidding me? Those don't exist. it's a little boy being like, Dada, don't go off into war. Don't be a knight. I want to be a knight when I'm older, or something. And he's like, no, you're just a blacksmith. You'll never be a knight. And then he grows up to be like a baller blacksmith, and he becomes a knight, and he like avenges his dad or some shit. That's every kid. Every kid in medieval times had that story arc. They were all blacksmiths that became knights. A medieval teenager, dude? Are you kidding? You can't listen to punk rock, like maybe in the Stone Age you could listen to rock. You know, the rock age, but you just put your ear up to a boulder, and you're like, yeah, fuck you, Dad. Fucking hate you. I'm gonna go listen to my rock music. I'm gonna go listen to my rock now. Put your fucking ear up to a huge boulder and be like, yeah, dude. I'm just drowning out the sounds of my dumbass fucking dad. Stupid knight, you know. Also, like the knights that had like maces compared to swords, bro, I'd be so pissed. Because, like, because if you had to choose, I feel like everybody would pick a sword. You know what I mean? I'd pick a fucking broadsword, like, you know, to stand like that, dude. Everyone would do that. You're telling me? And then there's one dude with, like, a mace, a ball with a bunch of spikes on it. He's like, I'm also a knight. And everyone with the sword is like, yeah, dude, sure. We literally have, like, huge swords. We have, like, 9-foot swords. What's that? What do you have? A wand? I had a fucking spiky ball on a stick. Cool, man. We have great swords. The name great is in it. You're fucked, man. And the archers are like, we're cool too, man. And then these guys are like, I mean, yeah, those guys are actually cool. And like, dude, maces, you know? Because I feel like if you're a knight, it's got to be like, well, these guys are fucking... They got like sick arms, they're built like a fucking brick shithouse. They're like 6 feet tall, and they're like handsome and rugged. You guys get swords, and there's like some guy with like a neck beard who's like a knight, and he has like he's in shape, but he's like kind of ugly. And they're like, okay, we'll give you a mace, I guess. And he's like, are you sure? I could probably do a sword if you like have any like extra ones for me. I can, I was kind of hoping I'd go for the sword. And they're like, yeah, it's like. I don't know, man. Like, we don't really fuck with you that hard. Like, you got, like, weird vibes. And they're like, okay. Would be really cool if it was mace, you know, instead of a mace, if they just, a knight with, like, spray, like pepper spray. That's, like, chemical warfare back in medieval times. But they didn't have that back then. They didn't have pepper spray back in medieval times. Two things the medieval times did not have. They didn't have pepper spray or teenagers. And that's a fact, man. You can look it up on history.tv. But yeah, I've been doing this thing. I found the Spotify playlist, is what I was saying. I found the Spotify playlist where it has like songs from like popular movies from the early 2000s. And dude, it's like changed the game for me. It's like changed my fucking whole outlook on life, dude. You ever drive a car and like, you're listening to like maybe the new Harry Styles song or something, maybe the new freaking Jack Harlow, right? I've been a G, the L, sex in the A, and it's all about curating a fucking vibe in the car. You know what I mean? But I'm about to put you on some crazy shit. You put on some music from a coming-of-age film from the early 2000s, dude. You want to get introspective while you're driving? There you go. You know that song from Mean Girls? It's like, do you ever feel like you something and live someone else's life? You ever want to be a, And I wonder if I'm just built this way. You ever hear that while you're driving a car down the highway? It'll change your life. It'll change your life. If you're listening in the car right now, if you're driving, listening to this podcast in the car, which I appreciate that. when this is, well, don't do it now. Don't do it now. But when this podcast episode is done, because you're on a long drive, you're on a very long drive, you're on a road trip, you're going to Vegas, baby. Yeah. Surprise, dude. You're going to Vegas. If you're listening to this in the car right now, you're going to Vegas. Congrats. Yeah, you thought, yeah, you won. You won. There's a secret sweepstakes. There is a secret sweepstakes, and you won. You're going to Vegas, dude. Dude, sweepstakes. What is that word? Enter the sweepstakes. What? You mean a contest? Don't call it a sweepstake, okay? Don't call it a comeback. Dude. Sweeps. Yeah, what do you just and then being and they would use that in like kids shit, you know? If there's like a yogurt competition, you know what I mean? Read the bottom of the yogurt lid to see if you won the sweepstakes. They would do like for kids stuff, you know? Or like a fucking juice box thing or a sugary cereal thing, or like join the sweepstakes, and you just expect kids to know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, Bradley, did you win the sweepstakes? That sounds like a fucking tax term or some shit, like a stock market term. Yeah, dude, are you investing in crypto? Buy low, sell high, dude. Yo, this Ethereum shit's gonna go buck wild the next year, dude. I have like a 9K portfolio, dude. Yeah, I also entered a bunch of sweepstakes. Dude, what a stupid word. Sweep. Yo, I heard about that thing. There's this I'm fucking kind of crazy today, but I heard of this thing that guys would do at parties. I think I've talked about this on the podcast with Dean before, but there's this thing that people would do, that guys would do at parties. It's fucking crazy. It's really funny, but it's fucked up. But if you guys ever need to do this, you can try it out in real life and let me know how it goes. But if you're at like a party, right, like a nice little kickback, all your friends are there, like it's a good vibe and everything, and some guy shows up that like nobody likes or nobody really fucks with. What some guys do, they'll get like 4 or 5 dudes, or a big group of guys, and they'll be like, "Hey man, what's up? What are you doing?" And then so just as legit bullying, but and then they surround the dude and they go sweep, 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 and they like push him, and they push a guy out of the party while saying sweep over and over again. That's a thing that some guys do at parties that I've heard of. Isn't that just so crazy? Because, man, being on the receiving end of that, whoa, I would never go to a party ever again. If I got swept, if I got fucking sweepstakes, put a stake through my heart. A piece of meat. Put a fucking raw piece of meat through my heart. I've never done that. I've never swept, but what was I talking about? Listen to that find a playlist that plays early 2000s coming of age music, and your life will change. Seriously, I was on the way over here, I was driving, I was like, and that song was on, that Mean Girl song, it was like, and I was like, damn, dude. Life's kind of fucking crazy, I was having like crazy epiphanies, and my epiphany was life is crazy, I guess. I went to this like trading card show a few days ago with Jacob and Dean, and man, like I knew it was going to be full of nerds, but whoa, it was like overwhelming how many just fucking nerds were there, and I was one of them. It's all good. But it was different because it was a sports card show, but on the poster it had like a Pokemon card. So I was like, all right, there's probably gonna be a little bit of Pokemon there. Because those are the nerds I fuck with, like nerds, like because I'm a nerd like that. I know a lot of dumb shit about Pokemon cards. But like sports nerds are like, it's a different level because like. In like society, because how we like live in one, like there's like it's sort of like in like high school terms, basically. There's like the nerds and like the jocks, right? Nerds, it's like video games, fucking Pokemon, toys and shit, like all that crap. And then the jocks are the sports guys, right? There's the two separate things. They hardly ever overlap, right? But sports cards, nerds, that shouldn't happen, you know? Because it's like it's taking the jocks. I guess in real life, I just think of everything as in like, high school cliques. And then there's the teachers, the janitors. But no, there's like, it's weird because like those are like the jocks, but also nerds. They're nerds about jock stuff. And it's like, it's a weird thing where they're like, yeah, it's fucking, they're like really masculine and like weird about it. It's like all the toxic shit from sports, but into like the nerdy shit of of like collecting cards. So it's so funny. Cause like you can't be cool. That's the thing. You can't be cool doing it. But like they try to, I guess. But yeah, man, just a room full of weird old guys farting, man, just farting. Jacob said it's so fucking funny, man. We were there and he was like, wow, man, just guys looking and farting. And me and Dean, we lost our minds because that's all it was. Just guys looking at shit and farting. And it was cool, though. You know, it was definitely a learning experience, you know, trying to like make a deal and shit. That shit was crazy, man. Fuck, what did I want to talk about next? I guess I could talk about this really quick. Let's change the subject. I wonder if I'm going to regret this 9 p.m. coffee. So, trigger warning here, content warning, trigger warning for, you know, talking about abortion. I know that can be a pretty triggering thing, obviously. So just want to say that. I'll put, Sabrina will put the timestamps on here, so you can skip to the next part, the next segment if you don't want to hear about this. But the Labrant family, those fucking guys. If you don't know who the Labrant James. Sorry, I had to grab my laptop. So if you guys don't know who the Labrant family are, you guys remember Dem White Boys on Vine? I will never not talk about the Labrant family, and then I can, if I talk about the Labrant family, the Dem White Boys Vine account is getting brought up. Okay? Because Cole Labrant, the dad of the Labrant family, he was one of the guys in a Vine trio called Dem White Boys, and it would be 3 white boys dancing with their shirts off. And it was stupid as fuck and so lame and not funny or good ever back then, and it still isn't. And everything that Cole Labrant does is weird and cringe, and I hate it. And I hate him. Because, like, there's something about, like, it's the same for, the fucking Girl Defined. Like, videos, like, look at what their channel looks like. Look at what their fucking banner, dude. Ew. Like, that shade of shit, like, it's like all their videos, whenever they film, it's like, everything is just so white. Like, they're white, everything's, like, the exposure is just crazy. If there is a color, it's the most, like, muted tan color you've ever seen. So tan that it's like so not tan that it's white, and you're like, Jesus, you can have something that looks fun, that's fun. You can have, like, one black shirt, you know? You know what I mean? And it's weird as fuck, dude. Family channels are just so fucking weird. Because they legit just have kids to make videos about, and it's disgusting. There's a whole thing, like, a few months back where they, like, lied about their baby having cancer to, like, for clickbait and shit. And it's just weird as fuck. Like, family channels where you just, like, vlog your children's life, they're going to be fucked up for their whole life. Like, straight up. That's not normal. That's not normal shit. And Like, I'm not even, like, I'm trying to think if there's even a way for someone to do a family vlog channel correctly. I don't think it's inherently bad, I think. Documenting a child's, like, whole childhood, like, I don't know, it's fucking weird. But, just when you thought they couldn't be more shit, like, dude, like, man. The Labrant Family Christmas Morning Special. Don't upload that, obviously. Christmas Morning Special. Literally, dude. There's nothing that I would want to watch less than that. I'd rather watch my foot get, like, run over by a car. I'd rather watch it and be like, oh, whoa, ow, than watch this. They got the gender of our baby wrong. Prank. All right. Why does this keep happening to Zealand skin? I don't know. Maybe see a doctor about it. Don't post a YouTube video with a thumbnail of your daughter's rash, because that's so fucking weird. These poor kids, man. But, the Labrant family, after doing all these vlogs and stuff, they released a documentary about abortion. I'm not going to watch any of it. I don't want to give them a fucking view or any of that shit because they're donating any ad revenue from the abortion documentary to, like, pro-life shit. Because obviously a Labrant family is going to make a documentary about pro-choice, you know? We don't want to give women choice. We don't want to give girls choices, okay? We don't want girls having free will, okay? We didn't give our daughters any choice once we started fucking putting a DSLR in their fucking face as soon as they were born, you know? Oh, like, welcome to Earth. Welcome. Oh, wow, a new life. So hold on, can you fucking give birth again? She wasn't in focus. And the doctor's like, yeah, no problem. Puts it back in. It's like, all right, take 2. Pregnancy, take 2, okay? Sorry, Cole's fucking GoPro wasn't in focus. It's so fucked up, man. And there's one screenshot I want to show from it. This is a tweet of a screenshot of it. It says the Labrant family kind of just implied that abortion is worse than the Holocaust in their new documentary because they said that 11 million people died in the Holocaust, and they're trying to make the comparison that 58.5 million abortions took place. Therefore, to them, that means 58 million people have died. Which is like genuinely the fucking craziest thing you could ever put. And this is in like the first 2 minutes of the fucking documentary. How on earth? Obviously no one's fucking excited to get an abortion, right? It's a fucking traumatic thing. But even if you're not I don't fucking know, dude. That's the thing. I don't want to show any of it or talk too much because I will never know what it's like. I will never fucking know what it's like to have an abortion, to be pregnant, anything like that. All I know, or all I think is that a woman or just any person that is going to get an abortion, they have the right to decide what they want to do, right? Because it's their fucking body. It's their, right? It's just, why are other people being like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. No, why are you doing that? Because God? And and it's all Cole talking the whole time, like the main guy. And obviously, one, what the fuck does he know? Because damn white boys, you know? Yeah, I actually know about this because I was fucking like twerking in my bedroom. So like actually like I'm really qualified in the field because I'm like a literal fucking idiot. So I can spew dumb shit all the time because I'm actually a literal dumbass. Yeah, I actually have no brain cells. So yeah, I have the same IQ as a fucking fetus. I have like literally nothing in there. That's why I feel for them. That's why I'm pro-life. That's why I'm like pro-fetus because like I'm literally as fucking stupid as one. So yeah, I really feel for them. I'm like on the same page. Yeah, fucking idiot, man. And the whole thing is like, I don't know if this is fucked up, but he had this one, his whole thing that he keeps like echoing through the whole documentary because I watched it, well, most of it, because it was like literally just propaganda the whole time. But the whole thing he kept saying, he was like, yeah, my grandmother was thinking about getting an abortion, but at the last second she decided not to. And I'm so glad that she decided to not go through with it, because if she didn't, then that means my mom wouldn't have been born, and that means I wouldn't have been born, and that means my kids wouldn't have been born. And it's like, and the first thing I thought of was like, I know it'd be sad. It's sad to think about, you know, not existing, right? Not experiencing the joys of being a fucking family vlogger, right? But you wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like if on the other side, if my mother decided to abort me, if for some reason, I wouldn't fucking care because I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to sound like, I don't know if that sounds like insensitive or anything like that, and I'm sorry if it is, but I like it. That's such a selfish argument to put all that pressure. If someone's like thinking about an abortion and like all of that, it's like, what the fuck? That's so be like, well, yeah, it's because of me. Like if it's because of me though, it's me, then I wouldn't be alive, and I'm the most important guy ever because I'm Cole Labrant. You know? I don't know, man. Something about blonde guys. I'm starting beef with blonde guys, okay? I don't know, dude. I just fucking it's just such a egotistical bullshit fucking lame thing to put out a pro-life abortion documentary when for sure their audience are like, for the most part, probably like kids, like young people, very impressionable, right? What's the line? He was like, why does it be pro? Oh, my camera died. I'll wrap this up. But one line he says, it's like, why does it have to be pro-life or pro-choice? Like, can't it be pro-love? And it's like, shut the fuck up, man. Literally suck my balls. Like, I hate people that's like, can we all just like fucking like love each other? Like, can we just like put our differences aside and just fucking love one another? And it's like, yeah, obviously, but I think life is a little more complicated than that, Cole. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. Like I said, I'm not fucking knowledgeable in this space. I just thought it was incredibly idiotic and annoying and irresponsible for them to do that. I gotta turn my camera back on. Hold up. Okay. Let's change the subject again, huh? I'll put in the description links and resources to any. I'll do some research. I'll put some helpful links and stuff. Any pro-choice, places you can go for support and stuff. Because fuck the Labrant family. All right, I got beef with y'all. I want to box Cole Labrant. I'll do that. If there's ever a YouTube boxing match, I'll get in the ring with Cole. All right, and that's yeah. And then we'll see what's up. Okay, next up, I want to talk about Jered Leto, dude. Okay, Morbius. So Morbius came out. in a movie. He did, like the character. The movie came out. Morbius, the movie came out. And I didn't. I don't know why they made it. To be honest, like I don't know what Sony is doing with like this like movie about all these movies about villains. I don't understand it because like we're supposed to like be rooting for the main person in the movies, and like villains you're supposed to hate them. So kind of like they maybe I guess they saw Joker and they were like, oh, we'll just do that. We'll just do that for like every character. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And they got Jered Leto to play Morbius. It could have been really cool. That's the thing about any movie. Any movie could be really cool if it's done well. It has the right people attached to it, right? But stop putting Jered Leto in fucking superhero movies, man. That's it, dude. He's in Suicide Squad, which everybody hated, and now he's in Morbius, and which everybody hated. That's both comic book companies, and he's in the most hated movie in it. So that's pretty impressive. But I want to talk about him. He's like notorious for method acting. And he's been getting called out pretty much. Like everyone's shitting on him basically because he's like the point method acting where he's like annoying and like a fucking nightmare to be around and work with. Everyone knows that story of him like sending like dead rats and shit when he was filming Suicide Squad because he's the Joker, baby. Why so serious? I'm the Joker, baby. Meh. 30 seconds to Batman, you know? But let me just read this article here. Jered Leto made Morbius crew push him to the potty in a wheelchair. And you must be thinking, now, why would he do that? Why on earth would he be needed? Why would he be needed to be pushed in a wheelchair to go to the bathroom? And that's because his character in the movie Morbius, before he gets his superpowers, I guess he's like disabled, or he's always in like immense pain or something. It says right here. So, yeah, Jered Leto would use his crutches and slowly limp to get to the bathroom, but was taking so long between for pee breaks that a deal was made with him to get him a wheelchair so someone could wheel him there quicker, and he agreed to that. Dude. You're playing Morbius. Like, I get method acting to an extent, right? If you're playing like a real guy, right? Or something like that, you know? Or you're like really in it. Like, I just don't. Like, if you're like fucking Daniel Day-Lewis and you're playing Abraham Lincoln, fine, you know? Be method, you know? But you can't, like, what's the point? That's kind of cheating is what I think, right? Method acting, that's cheating. That's not impressive to me. Oh, you're always on? You're always the character you're playing? Fuck that. Fuck that. It's way more impressive to be normal, be like a normal person to work with, be a fucking normal person, and then as soon as they yell action, you're just a different person. That's impressive. That's the fucking shit. That's how you know you're a good actor, right? Is when you're just like, all right, man, yeah, good to see you, man. It's going to be a good day at work. And they're like, action. You're like, how dare you? You know? That's the good shit. That's how you know it's a good actor. But, like, to be method all the time, or you're always Morbius. Okay, man. So, like, when you got the scenes that he got his superpowers, was he, like, fucking, like, sucking people's necks for their blood? Like, sorry, dude, method acting, man. Sorry, like, putting a bendy straw in people's fucking esophagus. You know? That's insane. Sleeping in a coffin? It just doesn't make sense. Because, like, method acting, it's not really method acting. Because, like, at some point you can only go so far, you know? Because, like, in your brain, you're always like, well, I'm filming a movie, and that's why I'm acting like this, right? If you are really method acting, You wouldn't be in a movie because you'd be like, why would I be in a movie? I'm Michael Morbius, right? I'm a flying vampire man. Why do I need to film? Why do I need to learn these lines? I'm Michael Morbius, you know? So method acting is so fucking stupid. It's not even real. It doesn't do anything. Because guess what? Movie got like a fucking 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. So what was all the method acting for? Finding a new method to be shitty? Good job, Jered. You did it. Good job, Jered Leto. That's another thing. Like, another example. Daniel Day-Lewis. In like, I think this is true, but I think Shun mentioned this, but there's I guess he was method acting, and he didn't want like phones on set when he was Abraham Lincoln because they didn't have phones back then. But Daniel, there's a fucking 4K cinema camera pointed at your fucking face, buddy. Yeah. There's like lighting rigs and fucking blue screen behind you and a fucking sound equipment and like what do you? Yeah, I don't have any phones. It needs to be specific to the time period. But yeah, keep that 30,000 4K digital camera and all your guys' shit here and your walkie-talkies. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. They had that back then. I think they had that back then. Yeah, I actually think they had that back then. So I think that's fine. But yeah, no phones. No phones. I don't want to see anyone texting people because it makes me jealous because nobody texts me anymore because I'm so fucking annoying when I'm method acting. Even on the set of Breaking Bad, this is true. I don't know if you knew this, but Bryan Cranston was actually meth acting. So that's now you know.
Oh, yeah.
It was a pretty good joke. Also, like, what? Method acting, like, I'm trying to think, like, if you were like a... if you were playing like a... Like, do you think the fucking... like Seth Rogen... You know that movie Sausage Party? You know? That movie Sausage Party. Seth Rogen, he plays the wiener, right? You think he would do that? You think he would method act? Pretend to be a fucking wiener? Pretend to be a hot dog when he was filming? Had a custom-made bun? Hot dog bun that he could wrap himself in and be like, yo, dude. Yeah, I'm fucking method acting. It's fucking crazy. I'm a little hot dog. Yeah, can you just pour mustard on me real quick? Yeah, I'm trying to get into character. Yep. Pour a bunch of fucking mustard and relish on me. I'm trying to get into character, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, God, thank you. Thank you so much. It's ridiculous. That's what Jered Leto's doing. Are you a fucking hot dog? That's what you got to do. Yo, Hollywood, start casting Jered Leto in just the dumbest shit. The dumbest shit. So he has to method act. Like, cast him as a fucking, like, dung beetle. Cast Jered Leto as a dung beetle in like, Bug's Life 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck. If they're Bug Life 2, if they're making another Bug's Life, cast Jered Leto as a dung beetle, and he'll straight up roll balls of shit around. He's like in, like, a swamp or, like, a muddy fucking creek somewhere rolling poop around. Some guy looking out his window is like, that's the fuck Jered Leto? And he's, like, rolling a piece of poop. He's like, what? I mean, my method acting. I'm doing research for my role. I'm doing research for my role, so I need to roll some poop into a ball. Yeah, man, that'd be so funny. Cast Jered Leto as, like, fucking Nikocado Avocado in, like, a biopic of Nikocado Avocado. And he just fucking eats like 9,000 packs of ramen. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd watch the shit out of that movie, actually. Or Big Brain Hollywood. Let's go, Hollywood. We gotta do this. Cast Jered Leto as an actor who doesn't method act. right? Because then he gets away with it. He can... Because if he doesn't method act, then that's method acting for that role. You know what I mean? Because he's playing the character who doesn't method act. So by being that all the time, then you are method acting. There you go. So Hollywood, how about you write a movie? And there's something there. I'm sure you could do that. Write a movie about an actor who's just super normal, super chill, and then as soon as they yell action, he's like, "Oh, I'm a hot dog," you know, and then Jered Leto can finally be normal. Excuse me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I feel like I could probably wrap it up here. It's been like, what do we have, 40 something, dude? All right, I can end that there. I think we touched on a lot of stuff. I think I said a lot of things, and yeah, we'll wrap it up. I'm gonna keep chatting over on the bonus episode. So if you guys want some more content, head on over there. Check the description for the link, and yeah, keep those eyes peeled. New video tomorrow. I worked really hard on it, so please watch it. And also new cities being announced very soon. So. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good week. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And yeah, peace the fuck out. See ya.